Then, so Khan Sahab gave those recommendations, which I am very sure SNEA is going to take them to their logical conclusion, given the conviction, commitment of SNEA. It's not going to sit like that. No, not at all. Our executives in BSNL should remain rest assured that SNEA leadership will take these issues to the logical conclusion, because CPSU cadre hierarchy, unless it is implemented in its totality, there would be a deadly stalemate in respect of the career growth of the executive. Then our CHQ President, Comrade A. Khan, our General Secretary, beloved General Secretary, Comrade Sebastian, and all the central office bearers, present central office bearers of SNEA, circle secretaries, and CWC members, and other office bearers of Gujarat Circle. See, I have been given a very specific topic to apprise you in detail about the past. Past means 40 years before. Hello. So, in this connection, we had three very, very big struggles, very, very historical, unparalleled struggles that paved the way for the glory that you see the cadre of JTO today. That is it. First was the historical struggle of 1986. The struggle spanned over 3-4 years. My God. And we were J's in the pay scale of 425-700. We were in a pay scale lower than that of a JO. JO was in the 550-900 scale. We were the backbone of the growth of the BSNL in all respects, but despite that, we were treated very shabbily by the DOT establishment. But we did not look back, struggled to such an extent, comrades, unbelievable, that we got pay scale revised by the Union Cabinet of Central Government. Union, can you believe it? Cabinet meeting under the chairmanship of late Rajiv Gandhi ji. They took the decision. Our late Arjun Singh ji was the telecom minister. That was the kind of impact that our solidarity created. And that was the turning point for the career upliftment of the cadre of JE. It became JTO. Real turning point. Unparalleled struggle. Historical struggle. It changed the very character. It changed the very shape of the cadre of JTO. And we became JTOA from JITA. Biggest breakthrough. And the second, because I have been told to speak briefly by BG, so I am switching over quickly because I want to make space for other speakers. The second biggest struggle was legendary comrade, led by legendary comrade W. Sheshagiri Rao. My God. Uplifting this cadre from Group C to Group B, getting it replacement scale of 6,500, 10,500. From whom? From whom? Not from DOT establishment, no. Because it was packed with ITS officers and they were all along biased against us. It was done from the 5th Central Pay Commission. And Central Pay Commission is loaded with bureaucrats and babus. Impossible to get such a thing done, but that was done by W. Sheshagiri Rao. My God. Turning point, another turning point. I am talking very briefly. And because of that, our young JTOs who are marching forward, who have to march forward, recruited by BSNL, they are today executives in BSNL. Otherwise, they would have been non-executives. Because of that breakthrough, today they would have been non-executive. But for that breakthrough, today they are executives. I don't know whether they remember it or not. Had this breakthrough not taken place, which breakthrough? I mean, incredible breakthrough. To get recommendation from bureaucrats, to get recommendation from pay commission. So that was another turning point, real turning point. And then, coming to the third part, that was when we were asked to get absorbed in BSNL by the then BSNL management and DOT establishment by blatantly denying our legitimate right of knowing our pay scale, promotion policy, fixation. No. They asked us to join as bonded laborers by accepting rupees 2,000. And believe me, comrades, history tells this. We were on one side, TOA. We supported Rao Saab. All the 15 associations were on the other side, along with BSNL management and DOT. No, you have to get absorbed. We said, go to hell. We have a legitimate right to know. You cannot do this to us. And we are not going to accept it. We are so strong. We are so committed. Cannot do it. We will not allow you to do it. We did not allow them to get us absorbed as bonded laborers. We went to court of law, engaged battery of lawyers, eminent lawyers, 5, 6. And the arbitrary process of absorption that was initiated by BSNL was stopped. Central Administrative Tribunal clearly directed BSNL management, this is arbitrary, stop it. Define 3 service conditions, define their pay scales, define their promotion policy, define their fitment criteria, because they have to make an informed choice of where to go, whether to go to BSNL, DOT, or to continue in DOT or go to MTNL. You cannot do it. So BSNL management had to shell. We were the people. Comrade Rao Saab was the man. Iron man. Like Sir Vallabhbhai Patel of Gujarat, he was like that. Humble, polite, but very tough, unrelenting. He fought it single-handedly, had got it. Today, whatever we are, comrades, we owe it to him. Because we got terms and conditions because of his conviction to fight it out. Fight it out single-handedly. We were supporting him only. And BSNL gave us, after that direction, BSNL gave us each pay scale, E1, E2. Did not disclose our promotion policy. We went on streets alone, along with our comrades of MTNL, under the banner of Executive Negotiating Council. Struggled, got pay scale of E1A, E2A. Not for only ourselves. BSNL management was adamant that these pay scales must be made applicable only to DOT people who are getting absorbed, not BSNL recruits. They will continue in pay a scale of E1 because they were already recruited by BSNL in E1. We told them, hell with you. For us, there is no discrimination as far as direct recruit, this recruit, no. No compartmentalization, nothing. We did not accept. There was deadlock in negotiations, struggle was continuing. And eventually, the terms and conditions that were decided exclusively by us with BSNL management, midnight. Our Pritpal Singh Ji was the CMD and he had got clear instruction from then Telecom Minister, late Pramod Mahajan, you settle it because we had shattered services in BSNL. We got E1A, we got E2A, not for BSNL, not for DOT absorbees, but for everybody. Where was Graduate Engineer Association that time? Where were they people? No. But we were there for them. We are today there for them. We will be always there for them. They have to keep it in mind that if any organization is going to take care of their interest, it is only SNEA. SNEA took care of their interest when they did not have an organization. It was 2001. They also got E1A and E2A. They got promotion policy, 4 to 6 years. They got point-to-point fixation. Where was AICTO, dear comrades? You have to tell them, where was it? But we were there. We will be there. We are today there. Today we are struggling for implementation of CPSU for them only. Otherwise, DOT absorbees are not going to get anything out of that. But this is a very smooth and flawless career progression for them. Then we had a big fight. After that, comrades, we got E1A and E2A approved from Department of Public Enterprises. We had excellent officers those days. Excellent. Chhabra Saab, our Pritpal Singh Ji. Then we had our Secretary Telecom, Vinod Vyas Ji. He went to DPE Secretary and told him, no, I want these pay scales. That was the kind of impact we had created. He spoke to then Secretary Heavy Industries, Ministry of Heavy Industries and Public Enterprises and got the pay scales of E1A and E2A. Then after that, We had a very tough time, very tough fight against BSNL management because they never wanted to give us promotion policy. They wanted to give us, yes, but with FR 35. They wanted to give us FR 35. But we said no. And then they imposed such stringent attendance condition that 50% of our people who are getting dropped as a result of that. We said no, go to hell. Except that CMD that time, A.K. Sinha Sahab, who was all other people who were negative, deadly against us, but we did not bother. We went ahead. We sought the intervention of then Secretary Telecom, Dr. G.S. Sharma, Vinod Bhaveji. The committee was constituted. We fought for 1.5 years, comrades. We got FR 22-1A1. We got stringent attendance conditions toned down so that everybody got it and everybody is getting it. Today, it's a matter of great satisfaction that even if a man is JTO, he is an E4 scale, E5 scale, because of that breakthrough. See the significance of that breakthrough. Another part of that demand, that is change of designation. That makes it complete in the form of CPSU cadre. Point-to-point fixation. So these have been 3-4. Because Comrade Patel has naturally very rightly imposed this time restriction. So that's why I want to conclude. But these are very big. My only appeal to all the executives, comrades, there is no substitute for it. Believe me from the bottom of my heart. No substitute from SNEA for, and the DOT absorbees are going to die in 5 years, 6 years. But there is no substitute, there is no platform for direct recruits of BSNL except SNEA. Except SNEA. It has been there, it is today there, it will continue to be there because of its conviction, because of its history, because of its culture, because of its historical role that it has played all along the struggle. It does not compromise. No, it will not compromise. I am very sure the remaining demands of Khan Committee will be taken to its logical conclusion through intense struggle in the coming day. And this association, the hallmark of this association is that it has been focusing equally on growth of BSNL. There has been no focus from the Graduate Engineers Association on growth. No, 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 no. They never cared. They went into even to the extent of saying that you sell BSNL Bhavan to pay a salary, but we don't say that. We say growth. We have fought against the policies, unbundling of copper, tender, refund of BWA spectrum, inter-circle roaming, where we have not fought, successfully fought, and will continue to fight. Today, revival plan,